Japan is currently grappling with one of its most severe winter weather events in decades. Heavy snowfall, which began intensifying in late January, has paralyzed northern and western regions, leading to a rising number of fatalities and significant logistical disruptions. As of Wednesday, the Japan Fire and Disaster Management Agency, FDMA, has confirmed that at least 35 people have died, and nearly 400 others have been injured due to snow-related incidents across the archipelago. The fatalities are spread across 15 prefectures, primarily along the Sea of Japan coast and in the northern Tohoku and Hokkaido regions. Niigata Prefecture has emerged as the hardest-hit area, reporting 12 deaths to date. Other regions with significant casualties include 7 deaths, 5 deaths, 4 deaths each. Most of the victims were elderly residents. In a tragic incident in Aomori, a 91-year-old woman was found buried under approximately 3 meters of snow outside her home. Authorities believe she was suffocated by a roof avalanche, snow sliding off her own roof. Government officials, including those from the Cabinet Office of Japan, have highlighted that the majority of deaths were not caused by the cold itself, but by accidents during snow removal. Many elderly residents died after falling while attempting to clear heavy snow from their roofs. Reports indicate several individuals suffered heart failure due to the intense physical strain of shoveling deep, wet snow. Victims have been trapped under sudden snowslides from buildings or swept away in drainage canals, chosatsushi, used for snow disposal. Several deaths occurred in vehicles stranded on highways where exhaust pipes were blocked by rising snow levels, leaking fumes into the cabin. The snowfall has reached historic levels. Aomori City, often cited as the snowiest city in the world, recorded an accumulation of over 2 meters, 6.5 feet. In remote mountainous areas of Yamagata, snow depths have reportedly reached up to 4.5 meters, 14.7 feet. The Japan Meteorological Agency, JMA, attributed this extreme weather to a powerful Arctic cold air mass. While a brief warming trend is expected, the JMA warns this may trigger landslides and avalanches as the massive snowpack becomes unstable. Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi has convened a special task force to coordinate emergency relief. The Japan Self-Defense Forces, SDF, have been deployed to help clear roads and assist elderly residents in isolated Genkai Shiraku, marginal villages. Public transportation remains in chaos. Hundreds of flights were canceled at Niigata Airport, and major highways like the Kanetsu Expressway saw thousands of vehicles stranded for over 24 hours. Logistics companies have warned of significant delays in food and medical deliveries to northern Japan. Meanwhile, the prefecture of Aomori, situated at the northernmost tip of Japan's main island, Honshu, is currently facing a catastrophic winter event. A relentless Sea of Japan effect snow pattern has dumped historic levels of snow across the region, transforming the provincial capital into a frozen fortress and leading to a spike in winter-related fatalities. As of Wednesday evening, the Aomori Prefectural Government and local emergency services have confirmed that the region is experiencing its most intense snowfall since the record-setting winter of 1984 to 1985. Aomori City is globally recognized as the snowiest major city on Earth, but the current season has pushed even its seasoned residents to the limit. According to the Japan Meteorological Agency, JMA, the cumulative snowfall in the city center has surpassed 215 centimeters, approximately 7 feet, while the mountainous Tsukayu Onsen district has recorded a staggering snow depth of 485 centimeters, nearly 16 feet. The sheer volume of snow has exceeded the city's removal capacity. Local authorities report that snow disposal sites, designated areas where trucks dump collected snow, are already at 95% capacity, forcing the city to scout for new locations along the coastline. The human toll in Aomori Prefecture has been severe. As of today, 8 deaths have been officially linked to the recent storm cycle. with dozens more injured. The profiles of the victims paint a grim picture of the dangers inherent in northern Japanese winters. A 78-year-old man in Hirosaki died after falling 4 meters while attempting to clear a massive snow overhang from his roof. Despite wearing a helmet, the impact against the frozen ground proved fatal. In Asahikawa, a 91-year-old woman was found buried under a mound of snow just outside her kitchen door. Investigators believe a massive shelf of snow slid off the roof, known as Yaneyuki, and crushed her instantly. In Hachino, emergency services reported 2 fatalities related to snow shoveling heart attacks. The physical exertion of moving heavy wet snow in sub-zero temperatures has placed an immense strain on the prefecture's aging population. One worker was killed in a tragic accident involving a rotary snowplow near the Hakoda Mountains when he became entangled in the machinery during a maintenance check in low-visibility conditions. The heavy, wet nature of the snow, often referred to locally as heavy snow because of its high water content, has caused significant damage to the power grid. At the height of the storm, over 12,000 households across the Shimokuta Peninsula were without electricity after snow-laden trees collapsed onto high-voltage lines. Aomori Airport has seen over 80% of its flights canceled this week. The Tohoku Shinkansen, bullet train, has been forced to operate at reduced speeds, leading to delays of up to 120 minutes. Local Route 103, which connects Aomori City to the interior, has seen multiple multi-vehicle pileups due to whiteout conditions where visibility drops to near 0 meters. Governor of Aomori has officially requested the mobilization of the Japan Self-Defense Forces, JSDF. Approximately 300 personnel from the 9th Division have been deployed to assist clearing access roads to isolated elderly homes in mountainous hamlets. Assisting in the emergency removal of snow from the roofs of public schools and hospitals, many of which were showing signs of structural stress under the weight. The agricultural sector, a cornerstone of Aomori's economy, is reeling. Numerous apple orchards, Aomori's pride, have reported branch breakages under the weight of the snow. Furthermore, logistics giants like Yamato Transport and Sagawa have suspended cool-to-Cuban services to several districts, citing impassable roads and safety concerns for drivers. The JMA has issued a stern warning for the next 48 hours. While the snowfall is expected to taper off slightly, a brief rise in temperature followed by a sudden freeze is predicted. This creates 2 lethal hazards. Melting snow could overwhelm drainage systems. The risk of spontaneous avalanches on steep slopes is currently at its highest level, Level 4, Extreme. We are asking residents, especially the elderly, to stay indoors, said a spokesperson for the Aomori Disaster Management Office. Do not attempt to clear your roof alone. The snow is too heavy and the risks are too high. Meanwhile, the city of Sapporo is currently facing a catastrophic winter emergency as a relentless Arctic cold mass continues to dump record-breaking snowfall across Hokkaido. According to the Japan Fire and Disaster Management Agency, FDMA, the death toll across Japan has risen to 35 people since January 20th, with Hokkaido accounting for 4 confirmed fatalities and numerous injuries. Known for its annual snow festival, Sapporo has been hit by a once-in-a-century blizzard that has exceeded all seasonal norms. The Japan Meteorological Agency, JMA, reported that Sapporo observed a snow depth of approximately 99 centimeters, 3.2 feet, in the city center, nearly 3 times the average for this time of year. In outlying residential areas and mountainous districts, the accumulation has already surpassed the 1.5-meter, 5-foot mark. The intensity of the snowfall has created whiteout conditions throughout the city, reducing visibility to 0 and forcing a total standstill of urban mobility. While the city is accustomed to snow, the sheer speed of accumulation has turned routine maintenance into a deadly endeavor. Several elderly residents were found buried under snow while attempting to clear their driveways or roofs. The weight of the wet, heavy snow has led to immediate suffocation in multiple cases. At least one fatality occurred when a residential garage collapsed under the extreme weight of the snowpack. Local medical facilities have reported a spike in emergency calls for heart failure among citizens shoveling snow in freezing temperatures. Nationwide, over 350 people have been injured, with a significant portion of these incidents occurring in Sapporo due to slips, falls, and traffic collisions on icy roads. Over 100 flights were canceled at Niigata Airport, leaving thousands of travelers stranded in the terminals. The city of Sapporo has deployed a massive fleet of 1,000 snowplows to clear approximately 3,800 kilometers of roads. But the unending precipitation has made it impossible to keep major arteries open. JR Hokkaido suspended numerous local and express train services, citing concerns over snow piling up on tracks faster than it can be cleared. Ironically, the extreme weather is threatening the Sapporo Snow Festival, which is scheduled to run from February 4th to 11th, 2026. While the festival thrives on snow, the current volume and high winds have made it dangerous for workers to finalize the massive ice sculptures in Odori Park. Organizers are currently assessing whether to limit public access to certain areas for safety reasons. Meanwhile, the city of Asahikawa is currently at the center of a severe winter crisis, as a powerful cold air mass has brought record-breaking snowfall to the heart of Hokkaido. While the region is accustomed to cold temperatures, the sheer volume of snow, exceeding 260 centimeters, 8.5 feet in cumulative depth, has led to fatalities, structural collapses, and a total disruption of the city's logistics. As of Wednesday, the Japan Fire and Disaster Management Agency, FDMA, confirmed that Hokkaido has recorded several of the 30 snow-related deaths reported nationwide since January 20th, in the Asahikawa and Kamikawa sub-prefecture. 2 elderly residents died after being buried by sudden roof avalanches while clearing paths around their homes. Local hospitals in Asahikawa have seen a 40% increase in emergency admissions related to heart failure among residents performing strenuous snow shoveling in sub-zero temperatures. At least one fatality was reported on the outskirts of the city involving a multi-vehicle collision during whiteout conditions where visibility dropped to less than 5 meters. The city's infrastructure is under immense strain as snow removal teams struggle to keep pace with the precipitation. Train services connecting Asahikawa to Sapporo and Wakkanai have faced widespread cancellations and delays of up to 180 minutes due to snow-clogged tracks and frozen switches. While Asahikawa Airport is famous for its high operational rate during snow, extreme winds have forced the cancellation of numerous domestic flights to Tokyo Haneda. Fresh food deliveries to local supermarkets have been delayed, and several cool Ta-Kyubin courier services have been suspended for the safety of drivers. Known as the coldest city in Japan, Asahikawa's temperatures have plummeted to minus 22 degrees Celsius, minus 7.6 degrees Fahrenheit, this week. This extreme cold has turned the heavy snow into a solid, ice-like mass, increasing the risk of. Authorities have issued warnings for older wooden structures, which are at risk of collapsing under the weight of the current snowpack. Several small farming communities in the surrounding Kamikawa region have become temporarily isolated as mountain passes were closed due to high avalanche risks. Prime Minister Senai Takaichi has directed the Japan Self-Defense Forces, JSDF, to assist local authorities in Hokkaido with emergency snow clearing, specifically targeting the homes of elderly residents who are unable to leave their houses. Residents are urged to stay indoors, check on their neighbors, and use extreme caution if they must go outside to clear snow, emphasizing that such work should never be done alone. Meanwhile, the prefecture of Niigata, often referred to as Japan's snow country, is currently the epicenter of a lethal winter crisis. a persistent Arctic cold mass, fueled by the Sea of Japan effect, has dumped record-breaking amounts of snow across the region, leading to a mounting death toll and total infrastructure paralysis. According to the Japan Fire and Disaster Management Agency, FDMA, Niigata remains the hardest-hit prefecture in the country, accounting for 12 of the 35 nationwide deaths confirmed as of Wednesday. The Japan Meteorological Agency, JMA, has characterized this storm as a once-in-a-decade event. In the mountainous city of Tokomachi, snow depths have reached a staggering 2.55 meters, 8.4 feet, while Niigata City reported accumulation levels nearly 3 times the seasonal average. This extreme volume is the result of a cold air vortex that has remained stationary over the Sea of Japan, continuously funneling moisture-laden clouds into Niigata's coastal and mountainous districts. The majority of the 12 victims in Niigata died while attempting to clear snow from their rooftops. In one instance in Uenuma, a man in his 70s fell from a height of 4 meters. The impact, combined with the weight of falling snow, proved fatal. 3 deaths occurred in drainage canals, Josetsushi. Victims were swept away while trying to shove large blocks of snow into fast-moving waterways used for snow disposal. In the northern reaches of the prefecture, a 68-year-old man was killed when his workshop collapsed under the immense weight of the snowpack, which can weigh several tons once it becomes wet and compressed. Emergency responders have noted a spike in cardiac arrests. Shoveling heavy snow in temperatures as low as -8 degrees Celsius, 17.6 degrees Fahrenheit, places extreme stress on the cardiovascular system. Sections of the Kan-Etsu Expressway, the vital artery connecting Niigata to Tokyo, have been closed intermittently. Thousands of vehicles were previously stranded for over 20 hours, requiring the Japan Self-Defense Forces, JSDF, to deliver food and fuel to trapped motorists. JR East has suspended the Tohoku Shinkansen between Echigo-Yuzawa and Niigata Station multiple times this week, due to safety concerns regarding snow accumulation on the tracks. Over 1,700 households in rural Niigata remain without power as downed trees, burdened by snow, have snapped utility lines in remote valleys. Niigata is Japan's premier rice-producing region. While the rice paddies are currently dormant, the heavy snow has caused significant damage to agricultural greenhouses and storage facilities. Local logistics companies have reported a total suspension of fresh produce shipments to Tokyo, threatening supply chains in the capital.